Never store your cooked rice in the fridge before knowing this. The danger nobody tells you. Most of us don't think twice before tossing leftover rice into the fridge. It's a common routine. Cook a big batch of rice, save the rest, and reheat it the next day for a quick lunch or dinner. It seems harmless, right? But here's what many people don't realize. Leftover rice, even when refrigerated, can pose a serious health risk if not handled properly. The silent threat in your rice. Rice can be a breeding ground for bacteria, and what's most alarming is that it doesn't need to smell bad or look spoiled to be dangerous. The primary culprit is a bacterium called Bacillus cereus. This microorganism is known for its resilience. It can survive the cooking process and remain dormant in rice until conditions become favorable for growth. When rice is cooked, any spores of Bacillus cereus that were present in the raw grains can withstand the heat. If the cooked rice is left out too long at room temperature, or if it cools too slowly, these spores begin to multiply quickly. Worse still, Bacillus cereus produces toxins that aren't destroyed by reheating, even in a microwave or on a stovetop. Reheating isn't always enough. You might think that heating up rice until it's steaming hot would make it safe. Unfortunately, that's not always true. The bacteria's heat-resistant toxins can remain active even after reheating, so while your rice might be piping hot, it could still cause food poisoning. Common symptoms of Bacillus cereus poisoning include nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and diarrhea. These usually begin 1 to 5 hours after eating the contaminated rice. Although the illness is generally short-lived and not life-threatening, it can be quite intense and especially risky for young children, elderly individuals, pregnant women, and people with compromised immune systems. How to keep leftover rice safe. So, what can you do to protect yourself and your family from this hidden hazard? Here are some essential food safety tips. Cool rice quickly. After cooking, don't let rice sit out at room temperature for more than an hour. To speed up the cooling process, spread it out in a thin layer on a tray or transfer it to a shallow container. The faster it cools, the less time bacteria have to grow. Store properly. Use airtight containers to minimize exposure to air and bacteria. Place the container in the coldest part of your refrigerator, not near the door where temperatures fluctuate due to frequent opening. Limit storage time. Even when stored correctly, cooked rice should be eaten within 1 to 2 days. Don't risk stretching it longer. Bacteria can still grow, albeit slowly, in the fridge. Reheat thoroughly and only once. Heat only the amount you plan to eat, and make sure it's steaming hot all the way through, at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius. Avoid reheating rice more than once, as repeated temperature changes can promote bacterial growth. Don't rely solely on smell or appearance. The toxins produced by Bacillus cereus are odorless, tasteless, and invisible. Just because rice looks and smells normal doesn't mean it's safe to eat. Prevention is better than cure. It's important to remember that your refrigerator isn't a magical safety device. While it slows down the growth of harmful microorganisms, it doesn't stop them completely, and it certainly can't undo any damage already caused by poor food handling. What you do before the rice goes into the fridge is just as critical as what happens after. Cooling rice quickly and storing it properly are key steps in keeping your leftovers safe to eat. Food poisoning from rice may sound unusual, but public health agencies report that Bacillus cereus is one of the most common causes of foodborne illness worldwide. In fact, many people who experience a sudden stomach bug after eating leftovers may actually be suffering from this bacteria without realizing it. Because the symptoms are often short-lived, cases frequently go unreported, giving a false impression that the risk is rare. The truth is, the danger is far more widespread than most households recognize, which makes practicing these safety habits even more crucial. Thanks for watching. Now that you know the hidden danger of leftover rice, what other harmless foods do you think might secretly be risky? Drop your guesses in the comments. I might cover them in the next video. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening food safety secrets.